Hey, I gotta go to class. I'm sorry I'm not going with you guys. Yeah, I gotta go. I signed up for the college first, so I can't go with you guys. But yeah, you know how it is. Hey, college first. I run into far too many college students I care to admit as a recruiter that simply tell me that they would love to join right now, but just not now. One of the top 3 reasons why a college student today is reluctant to join, whether it be full-time or part-time, is that simply they just don't want to deploy overseas now while they're in college. They would rather join later so that they can focus 100% of their effort on college. So here in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you the all-new, back by popular demand, the College First program. I'm gonna share with you what is it, how does it work, how do you get eligible for it, and later in the video, I will share with you the states who have opted into the College First program. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Swartz, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Here on this channel, I post a ton of Army basic training tips, recruiting, and other Army related videos. So if that's what you're here for, consider subscribing to this channel, hitting that bell icon, and turning on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Hi, I'm Sergeant First Class Swartz, your local New York Army National Guard recruiter, conveniently located in Midtown Manhattan in New York City. And I am never too busy transitioning you from a civilian into a citizen soldier. I have conveniently posted my number on the screen, so if you're in New York City, shoot me a text message, boss, if you want to get started today. If you're outside of New York City or outside of New York State and you want to get in contact with the recruiter nearest you, feel free to go to nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. Normally, when a soldier signs their enlistment contract, they are under the understanding that they could be deployed within their contract or throughout their career in the military. And when you are deployed, depending on the deployment, or more importantly, the mission requirements and your accessibility to the internet and a computer, you possibly could take some online classes, maybe 1 to 2 at a given time. A deployment within the Army National Guard and the Army Reserve is typically 9 to 12 months long, and you'll be doing usually 12-hour shifts. So unless you are motivated, dedicated, and have self-discipline to be able to log online to take your classes, I don't know. So for most college students, college is extremely important to them, and being deployed overseas is certainly going to derail and halt, to a screaming halt, their education. What if I told you that you could have your cake and you could eat it too at the same time? Post a comment down below, college first, if college is extremely important to you and you might be interested in joining the military part-time. What would it mean to you if you could focus 100% of your effort on college now, with having the ability of having zero, nada, zilch, no risk of being deployed overseas? Yes, you just heard that right. You could go to college risk-free of any deployments overseas for a minimum of 2 years. If you qualify for the College First program, it is a possibility as you can focus 100% of your effort for 2 years to go to college. But there is a catch. I mean, there is always a catch. This is a disclaimer and a warning from me to you, from a recruiter to a potential applicant, that the College First program is exclusively for National Guard applicants only. Do not allow another recruiter from another component of the Army, meaning active Army or Army Reserve or any other branch of the military. They do not have such a program where you will be in a stabilization period or non-deployable for a specific amount of time. The National Guard is the only component of the Army and the only branch of the military that has a stabilization period where it guarantees you in writing in your contract not to be deployed, or simply not mandated to deploy overseas. I once worked, when we had this College First program in the early mid-2000s, in like the heart of the war of Iraq and Afghanistan. She was going to join the Army National Guard with the College First program to utilize the state tuition assistance and all the great and glorious stuff that the National Guard gives you. The Army Reserve recruiter told her that they too have the College First program. And when I finally got in touch with her after she ghosted me for 2 weeks, I agreed to go with her to meet with her at the school in front of the college advisor. And I went line by line down her contract. And at the very last page, on the very bottom, the very last bullet, not verbatim, but it basically said that I understand that I could be involuntarily activated for any deployment overseas. So do not let another recruiter outside of the Army National Guard or the National Guard as a whole that will guarantee you that you will not be deployed within a specific time frame. The National Guard is the only branch of service that will give you that opportunity. Also, not all states have opted in the College First program opportunity for you as an applicant. So stay tuned to later on in this video where I will share with you the different states who have opted into the program. The College First program is a game changer. So if you are on the fence and you are trying to decide whether the Army National Guard or Army Reserve or any other reserve branch of the military, the National Guard, hands down, is your best option. Not just with the College First program, but the state tuition assistance is amazing. Oh, yeah. But we're just talking about the College First program at this moment. So if you're on the fence, like I said, Army National Guard, if you qualify for it, the College First program is definitely going to be more advantageous to you than any other branch of the reserves. All right, Sergeant. All right. You got me hooked. Tell me more. What is it and how does it work and how do I qualify? All right. The College First program is essentially an incentive that you have to qualify for, and it will be written into your contract in an addendum that's guaranteed in writing at the time you're signing your enlistment contract. So again, it is an incentive, a stabilization period promising you in writing and guaranteeing you no deployment overseas for a minimum of 2 years. So once you graduate from AIT, how it works is you have to remain a full-time college student within 90 days after you graduate from AIT for the next 2 years. At the end of each semester, you must submit an official college transcript to your unit chain of command to keep you updated and in good standings for the College First program. As long as you follow all the rules within that addendum, because that addendum that you're signing is going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, everything and how it works. And if you fail to do X, Y, Z, this is what's going to happen. So make sure you pay attention and you read that addendum. So 3 things have to happen for you to be eligible for the College First program. One being that you must score a 50% or better on the ASVAB test. Second thing, you have to sign a minimum of 6 years for your enlistment contract. Third, you have to be in a state that's participating in the College First program or it's not going to be an option for you, period. So I'm all about proof in the pudding. Here is SMOM 19-021, the College First program. When you're signing your contract, you will sign an addendum. And if you are signing up for any other reserve branch of the military and they're promising you a stabilization period for a non-deployable status so you can focus 100% of your efforts on college, if you're not signing that addendum at time of contract, it does not exist. It's just a wish and your recruiter duped you. So do your homework, do your research. At this time, if you like everything that you hear so far, give me a like on this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And more importantly, share it on your social media. That would be phenomenal. I appreciate your support. So let's go over some of the benefits of the College First program and how you can maximize the College First program by marrying it up with a couple other things. If you qualify and you sign the addendum for the College First program, again, the benefit is you have 2 years to be able to focus 100% of your effort on your college education. Some states have opted for more than 2 years, up to 4 years actually, but here in the New York Army National Guard, we're going to stabilize you for 2 years. No federal deployments overseas. By being a member of the New York Army National Guard or a National Guard soldier in your gaining state, wherever you're at, each state in U.S. territory has state benefits, which is the state tuition assistance. Each state has their own unique state package. So I'm going to post a link down below for you to click on for the state tuition assistance for your state to get a summary of how much you'll receive through the state tuition assistance. Here in the New York Army National Guard, as long as you go to any community or state college or university, meaning any CUNY or SUNY college, we hands down pay 100% of your tuition costs, regardless of your income, or if you're a young person and you have to go off of your parents' income, it doesn't matter. Whether you qualify for financial aid or not, it's actually more beneficial to you if you do, because that's more money in your pockets. I'll tell you about it when you sit down with me. But we're going to pay 100% of your tuition costs for all SUNY colleges. If you opt to go to a private university or college, we will pay up to the SUNY rate, which is $7,070 as of March of 2020. You can add that state tuition assistance in addition to the federal tuition that we all get in the reserves to include the National Guard, which is $4,000 or 16 college credits, whichever one comes first. So if you're going reserve, all you're going to have access to is $4,000 or 16 college credits, and that's it. Here in New York City, $4,000 wouldn't even pay for one semester as a full-time student taking 12 or more credits. So again, if you're on the fence and you're wondering if the Army National Guard or Army Reserve is more beneficial to you, I highly suggest that I'm going to post a video down below that I did. It's Guard versus Reserve. I go over the pros, the cons, the similarities, and the differences, no matter which component of the Army looks better, okay? It's a fair assessment. Again, it's 52 minutes long, but it's very precise, concise, and straight to the point, and jam-packed with a ton of information. Now, if you're aspiring to become a commissioned officer in the United States Army, whether it's active duty, Army Reserve, or National Guard, and you decide to go ROTC, so anyone, doesn't matter if you're broken, you're overweight, or whatnot, everyone could do the ROTC program for their freshman and sophomore year. However, at the completion of your College First program, when you complete those first 2 years of your college, you'll be starting your junior year. So if you don't know, when you go ROTC, you cannot sign your SMP, simultaneous membership program, until you get to your junior year. When you do sign your SMP contract, agreeing to whatever component of the Army you're going to go for, by being part of the ROTC is going to guarantee you non-deployable status, because the Army, whether you're on active, reserve, or guard, wants you to commission by the time you graduate from college. They don't want to take away that ability of you focusing 100% of your effort on college. So if you do end up going ROTC and getting your commission through the ROTC program, that's 4 years that you could possibly maximize that non-deployable status while you focus 100% on your education and maximizing your educational benefits. If you are in New York City and this is something that interests you, shoot me a text message, College First, to 917-576-3529 to get started today. Or again, go to nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. I'm about to read off to you the states who have opted into the College First program. I will update this list down in the description area as of March of 2020, because when I originally started researching the states who have opted into it was back in November of 2019. So let's get started. The College First program, in accordance to the SMOM 19-021 dated 14 May of 2019. Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Idaho, Iowa, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Maine, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, and the state of West Virginia. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up, share this video, like it, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. That's it. Video's over. Sorry. But you can definitely watch more. You can check out this video here, or maybe you can check out this video here. But you know what? Actually, this video is pretty good. You should definitely watch this one. But actually, this one seems pretty great. You should definitely check out this video. But actually, why don't you watch them both? Try clicking them both.